The birth deck is really simple. It is designed only to give you the information you need and none of the information that you don't to execute simple comfort techniques in labor. We have 4 categories in the deck: massage category, support, movement, and mind. And each category offers a different kind of support, a different kind of suggestion. And so I'll go through each of them right now. So the massage category tends to be only things that are hands-on support that a support partner can do. So you'll see the illustrations are on the front, the shake the tree, so that's shaking the upper leg to release those muscles, the shoulder press. So you'll see that there are specific guidelines and some illustrations even to show you where you need to be pressing. So we show some specifics on each of the cards. Okay, so we try to keep it really simple. And then on the back, you'll notice that there are the name of the technique, the explanation, so why we would do this, a little bit of background, and then really what is the most important is quite simply the instructions, which are always bolded and bullet pointed on the back of every single card. And that's true in all of the categories in the deck. So the next category we have is the support category. We have, this category is the one that has the most variation in the techniques. So you'll notice that we have not only things like breath work, but we also have, so you'll see that there's a breathwork script here. And the front of the card gives you the exact words that you need to say to the person in labor. And then on the back, again, you have the explanation since the instructions are on the front, right? As the contraction is beginning, slowly say this in bold. As the contraction finishes, slowly say this. And then in the support deck, we also have things like groaning. So we all know as birth workers that groaning is really helpful to help the cervix release and relax. So we have the explanation and the instructions on how to read it. Things like lighting, so the ambiance, and even simple techniques like keep your breath fresh. Keep her breath fresh. That's helpful. People don't always think about that in labor. Then we go on to the mind category, which has guided imagery, scripts. Again, an explanation and simple instruction. Slowly read this script. Don't overthink it. Hypnosis, same thing. The script is on the front. You turn it over. Explanation and instructions on the back. And for the perfect birth, these are a series of affirmations. I think we have about 5 of them. Simple affirmations to inspire people during labor with encouraging words for the person who is giving birth. And finally, our last category is movement. These techniques give examples and instructions for using the birth ball in some cases. Again, the explanation at the top, and then you can see the bolded, bullet-pointed instructions on the bottom. Again, we have a woman, and so this is more positional, does not necessarily need somebody else to be assisting. However, as the deck is designed not only for people who are in labor, but also for their supporters or support people, gives instructions on how to guide a laboring woman into those positions. And then we have the sideline position is another example. Now we have 50 techniques in the deck. So, of course, there are more than just the techniques that I am showing you now. We have a whole variety of different techniques throughout the deck. We give aromatherapy examples, more affirmations, movement techniques, slow dance, getting in the shower. And you can see that the quality of the cards is really high. They're thick. They rest in the palm of my hand nicely, but I can still hold them. They're still big enough. They're really, really easy to read. And yeah, that's the birth deck. We do have an instruction card which gives a little bit more background on why the deck was created, a little bit of sociological background on birth support, sort of anthropological information. But again, you really don't need to read this. It's not going to, the whole deck is intuitive. We have the contents, the table of contents as the index. And then, of course, just the publication information on the author, that's me, the company that's produced it, which is Glow Birth and Body, and where it's produced in the world. All right, so that is a messy intro to the birth deck. Let me know if you guys have any more questions.